I don't think it's that nightlife is dying. I think Gen Zs are just broke.
Cabs being pricier, drinks being pricier, the club entry being pricier.
I don't know how I see kids afford this shit.
Cycling's a vice, bro.
What's wrong with the cyclists?
You don't ring. You wait.
You cycle on the road, you also don't want to pay road tax, you don't want to follow the traffic light, then you zoom here and there, then the car must avoid you. Wow.
Who do you think you are, bro?
Okay, welcome to the Stack Attack Challenge. Today, our cast will be testing their stacking skills in the ultimate test. But there's a twist. The higher the stack, the higher the rewards. Just like our partner for today, cast.sg, where stacking more apps gets you bigger savings. So if you haven't heard of cast.sg, it's the one-stop platform where you can find the best entertainment, lifestyle and utility apps all in one place. And the best part, the more apps you stack, the more you save.
No way.
Okay, so you're working in teams of two. You work together and basically you have 30 seconds to build the tallest stack.
Confirm win.
And remember, the taller the stack, the bigger the rewards, just like cast.sg. 30 seconds on the count, ready and go!
Okay, we gotta start.
Please make sure the apps face the front. Thank you very much. Want to stack up on savings instead of stressing like these teams right now? Go to cast.sg. Stack more, save more. That's how cast.sg works. And that's how you win this challenge.
If you don't have any more cards ready.
No! And your time is up. Stop. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess there is a clear winner this round.
The last second.
The winning team, you all get a reward, okay?
2 more days of OT.
I'm sending you guys your reward right now.
Yes.
Do you have your phones with you?
Yes.
You guys get the opportunity to read the closing liner of this plug. Let's go.
Why to stack up on savings instead of stress?
Go to cast.sg and start stacking your apps for the best discounts.
Because when you stack more, you save more.
Whether it's movies, music, or lifestyle perks, cast.sg has got you covered.
I would not have been able to pull that off.
And back to the episode. Boom. Singaporean Gen Zs and millennials are over traditional nightlife. This is a Straits Times article that just started gaining a lot of traction. Basically making commentary about how the new generation really just isn't into nightlife anymore. They find that it's a waste of money. It's like, why am I paying exorbitant prices for overpriced drinks and to pay for like surcharges to go home and all this kind of nonsense?
I don't think it's that nightlife is dying. I think Gen Zs are just broke.
Hey, we are not broke. What do you mean?
No, but
Comparatively.
No, I think that's fair. But it's not just the Gen Zs. I think it, like the article pointed out, but also in my social circle, like millennials as well are moving away from the
No,
whole,
I mean,
like,
millennials are too old. They have like bone
He's
issues. They can't
offending
jump.
True.
The Gen Zs are too broke.
It's true. Something that like my friend group have also noticed, right, is that we're starting all our gatherings much earlier. Because they used to start at like 10 and then end at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Now we're starting things at 2 p.m. And then like by 7, we're like, hey, start earlier. But I feel like going home, okay. But also the cost, like, because if you go out, okay, sure, if you like drinking, a bottle of vodka at a club costs like $300, $400. That same vodka costs like $70 to $80 outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think people are starting to realize, wait a minute, I don't need to be starting my night at 12 a.m. paying 4 times the price of something.
So you used to club a lot, right?
To be fair, I really enjoyed it. Like when Zouk does the that like
Then-
foam thing.
No idea what you're talking about.
Like the mist, and then you go like, oh wow, damn shook.
Then last time the upstairs
not
can
a
sit,
clue
so you
what's going on
can,
here.
you can chill upstairs and still see the dancing.
Yes. It used to be fun. Then as you get older, like at least for me, like so 18 to 20 was like dance floor. You
Yeah.
really pre-drink and it was just like broke clubbing. When you reach your 22 to 27, you have a bit more excess income. Then it was about getting table. No longer about dance floor. You just sit there. You just sit there and just watch. Cool. Good night. 4 hours of just sitting down on the table.
Yeah.
And then that's when it started to become like, why are we doing this? Like, do we really need to be like, you look forward to the McDonald's at 3 a.m. more than like the entire clubbing experience. And I think people are like catching up to this, especially because of cost of living issues. I've spoken too much. How do you guys feel? Like, have you guys gone clubbing? Did you
agree.
like it?
Alright.
That was my
agree.
longest
Really
monologue.
club, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Never ever.
No, I've been before.
Didn't like it.
But yeah, I hate it. Like, it's just damn noisy. Like, my head hurts. And I don't even drink. So like if you don't drink, right, there's no fun.
Was so much baked into partying, right? Because last time you don't have so much social media. There are not so many alternative ways to spend your time. And it's also a very coming of age thing. Like when the year that you're going to turn 18, right? Like a month before you're already trying your luck, you know? Or you borrow your friend IC, like you almost there, kind of, you memorize their address, try to get past the bouncer and all that.
So
Then
important.
when you finally go in already, it's like, it feels like it's a different world.
Yeah.
You know? And it's exciting. And then you suddenly see like, oh, people dressing up.
Yeah.
You know, like when else do you get to like dress up with your friends and go somewhere and have fun? You know? Like there are no rules here. And then also like at that period of time, everybody's like kind of like getting together or trying to impress some girl or trying to like, you know, pull somebody, and then like that's where you all go and these things happen.
Okay.
And that's honestly where a lot of stories are formed.
Yeah.
Like the
Yes.
next week, right, you go back to poly or whatever, right? Then everybody's like, oh my god, that night, right? Well, this person went crazy and that kind of stuff, right? And then they talk about that whole shit. Then you're like recollecting those memories and all that, right?
He went inside the cage, then he was dancing there for half an hour, you know.
Actually, I like clubbing.
Oh.
I just don't like the people.
Okay,
Because I like dancing. I like loud music. I like to like fling my arms out and do like, you know,
So you like a
dance with your
concert?
friends. Or I like music festivals.
festival. Okay.
I like
EDM
going to the club and like getting all excited, right? But I just don't like when you have to squeeze through the crowd, and then when you want to dance, everybody only has space for like upward movement.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes you go with certain groups, right, that you're not very close to, but they're not very
They're not hype.
they're not hype, like
They're not fun.
they're not like will do stupid things. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to dance nice, ma. And I don't like to go with people who like just want to find
Like hookups.
Yeah.
Like I just want to dance with my friends. or
Actually, when you were
people.
talking about COVID also, right? Like I think a big factor is that there was this alcohol ban.
Yeah.
And so that time limit really changed people's behaviors, and then their habits kind of shifted that way and never got unstuck. And then obviously when you're looking at it through that lens now, am I gonna go back to a certain lifestyle where it's gonna cost me more than twice as much? It's gonna be so inconvenient, and it's like so many of the things that people used to get from clubs are now you can get it online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you want to hook up.
I think
I'm not gonna
the
go to a
rise
club and
of
try to
Telegram groups, I think, are huge. Like you can get whatever you want on a Telegram group. So like if you're at a club just for a high, you can get that same high by going to a
Discord.
Telegram group.
Streaming with your friends and just drinking.
No, I'm saying like it's
Very
like,
different direction.
You guys are thinking
I'm
of
talking like your high, right? Like substance or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why.
Like
Okay, so we've heard a lot of like point of views, right? But someone who is actually quite quiet at the moment is actually a clubbing fan. Jia, how do you feel about all of this? Do you agree? And are you the odd one out who actually still enjoys clubbing?
No, I don't go anymore. When I around 19 to 20, I go like 1 week, once or twice.
Wow!
Same.
Wait, like Friday and Saturday.
There's only 2 days to go
Or
clubbing,
like
right?
Wednesday.
Wait, you ordered
or
the 19?
Friday.
Ladies'
Yeah.
night. Okay,
But after COVID, right, to enter a club is about $50.
Even for girls?
like what kind of club?
Maybe 45 for girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's still not okay.
Like the
Yeah.
usual, like the Zouks and all
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Come with 1 cup of drink.
Only one. Last time got
Yeah.
2.
And it's super diluted,
Which
I'm
is
sure.
bloody cranberry juice.
Hey, actually, it's very good for your like pee. Okay, but still UTI.
I don't think when I'm going to the club, they can drink. That's my main condition. Bartender, can I get the healthiest thing on the menu?
Prune juice. You look over 35.
And then to grab home is another $50.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah.
We haven't include supper.
Yep.
And
Must-
our generation like to eat Hai Di Lao. And
Oh,
not McDonald's.
yes.
They don't see how
It's
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know how
A bit
the
fancy.
kids afford this shit.
It's wild.
yeah.
They don't spend at all until
I feel
Friday
like
night.
every time they're on the VIP list, then they just go in for free. Like everyone I know is like fucking on the guest list of
Promoter.
VIP.
Yeah.
Those are all the people who are going in. Like if you pay for a club, you're a fucking loser. Like
What do you call Tia?
Sorry, now I got no
sorry.
connection.
When you're just starting the
Yeah.
clubbing phase, sure you pay.
Yeah.
Then after like 1-2 years, then you get to know people, know
Yeah.
promoter, then they
Yeah.
bring you in.
yeah.
Like bottles and all that kind of stuff.
And
like,
I think how it works, right, is that all these clubs, I believe, like they target like so in poly or uni, all the hall like leaders, right?
Yeah.
They like actually work with them. So then because they are the most influential people,
Insidious.
then, then they get like oh I give you guest list, then you
Yeah.
invite 10
they
friends.
need to go and buy a cheap blazer from Top Man. Try to like, hey, I'm an
Wow.
adult. Hey, come on.
I know like 5 people who fit this description.
Yeah.
Used to be bench
This is MLM. This is an
Then they
MLM.
so, yeah.
like gambling
Okay, so
problem.
then what happened?
After I have my boyfriend, and then I settle down. Then I realized it's not worth the money.
So are you?
But
So
as a
you're
girl,
saying that
right?
getting the boyfriend was the trigger to not.
Yeah.
But when you went clubbing, it wasn't to find a hookup lah or
Yeah,
boyfriend.
but I don't like that they feel like going club when you have a boyfriend, that means like, you're gonna do something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't.
And he doesn't like to club. Like, is that
Yeah,
not
he
something?
don't like, but he don't stop me from going. But I don't want him to think like I might or might not do something wrong.
That's
to him.
really good. Yeah.
So
You're thinking
I just
about
don't go at all anymore.
And like, did you have a group of friends that you used to go with that feel like, oh, it's changed?
Yeah, oh my god, I think they like hate me now.
So you guys are not close anymore because you don't go clubbing. Okay.
But they stopped including me.
And this,
But it's okay, I don't mind.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
why? Because they keep asking you keep saying no.
Yeah.
Then, okay, that's fair.
So you're not in the clubbing Telegram group anymore?
Yeah, they created a
Yeah,
new
that's why I
chat
no more
group.
connection.
Okay. okay, fair.
okay.
But I feel like nowadays the people that go club right is damn young.
Now I only see two age groups.
Yeah.
The really old people, like the ones downstairs, that are just drinking their brains off with like some aunties, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like at these like xiamtius or like KTVs. And then
Okay.
there's that other really, really young group. They are just there to, they look like they're just there to be seen. But I feel like at our younger age also,
Yeah.
that was half of
Yeah.
us as well.
But I feel like now Gen Zs, right, they rather go for like clubbing still, but like themed
event night.
like
I was just gonna say that.
90s or like
Yeah.
K-pop.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the fact that the boyfriend is uncomfortable with the girl going clubbing for those reasons?
I think if you have that little trust in your partner, then you should rethink your relationship.
It's fragile.
Unless
Yep.
you're a bad drunk. Then
Yeah,
I
fair.
feel like valid that you're concerned. Like if your partner has seen you drunk and your drunk habits are very bad, like hugging strangers,
Super touchy.
tend to faint and like pass out, tend to do things that is very unlike you normally, then I feel like it's valid for the
Yeah.
partner to say, hey, I think you should stop clubbing because I'm concerned. Like I'm not with you. And now I have a responsibility to take care of you. I don't want you to get into trouble. Or
But the
something like
partner
that.
can pick them up after the club to make sure they are safe.
So you want your boyfriend to stay up until 4 a.m. just so that you can take part in an activity that he's not comfortable with? So, it's double duty. It's double hassle.
But if you
I
really
think the
care, then
frequency
maybe you
also
should do
important.
that.
Yeah.
The frequency also important. If it's like a one-off with your friends, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But if you every week going, then like you want to spend time with me or the ones, yeah?
Or like every week you really pass out and got some problem
Yeah,
and I have to come
exactly.
save you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about having an arena of sorts or a place where everyone's just letting their guard. It's almost like karaoke and everyone's just simply singing. It's like everyone has their guard
Yeah.
down. You're ready to be embarrassed.
Yes.
And that's how we're gonna form a deeper connection.
Yeah.
Of sorts.
Sure.
I think the fun part about clubbing, right, is going to the girls' bathroom, right? Because right, somehow right, everybody there become friends.
Yeah, I love it.
Wait, what? Because that's something that we've never experienced.
No, I
Explain.
also went to the girls' bathroom. Yeah, everybody becomes friends.
Oh, suddenly everybody there damn sister. It's
Yeah.
like if you see a girl coming in, she's like, you
Like,
like,
are you
go,
okay? Are you okay?
Go. Then you like go
Yeah.
first. I help you take tissue. Then you hold her hair. Then you see like you standing in line, right? Because the girls take very long. Then you'll just be like, oh my god, you're so pretty. Then we start talking. Then help each other hold the door, that kind of
Such a
thing.
wholesome-
Then suddenly selfie time. Then we'll start
Yeah.
taking pictures with everybody.
You sure, right? You know you
What
watched Wolf
the
of Wall Street where he was
fuck?
high and he thought he drove the car really well, right? You sure that it's not you thinking that this was what happened, but in reality, right, actually no, one was
No.
nice. You were just drunk.
It's really like that.
Yeah.
Every time the
So you
girls'
know-
bathroom
recently
is
I
like
went,
peace
right?
and love.
So there's this girl, she lost from her friend. She was alone.
Yeah.
And she's not local. So I helped her find her way back to her friend.
That's very nice of
Okay, it's you
How
showing off
would-
that you want.
Yeah, okay, so you're very
know
nice.
who her friends are. What do you mean?
Like, this one. Yeah. Like, okay, go.
Okay, but it can be quite scary as someone who's not local, suddenly in a
Yeah.
club to be alone. So
Yeah.
you were a very nice person.
No, I do think that peer pressure played a very large part. For our generation, I think that was it. Like maybe for the younger generation, it's like, how come you're not on TikTok or whatever? I don't know lah. I think the pressure now is all positive. It's like, how come you don't
Nah,
gym?
no way.
No.
Like I see kids, right? They, at night, right? That's what they're doing. Like these like 19-year-old poly boys or whatever, right? They're in the gym. That is the positive stuff that they're.
No, I think maybe got some, but like I think they definitely some still clubber dogs.
Okay, so the National Kidney Foundation is having their signature event, the NKF Race Inspired, happening on the 6th of April at Punggol Waterway Point. It's going to feature a 3km and 6km walkathon starting at 5 p.m.
And there will be also a fun-filled carnival at 2 p.m. So use our promo code TDKBuddy for additional 10% discount on public rates for group registration. So we'll see you there.
The vices evolve. The vices evolve. Sure. The clubber dog's still around, but
the
then you
clubber
also
dog's still
get
around.
you also
Or
get
like
the
vaping.
the vaping
Yeah, the
peer
vaping.
pressure group.
The cyclists.
The cyclist.
Yeah.
The cyclists.
Right.
The cyclists.
No, so they
Bro.
so early because they
Why,
want to
what's-
wake up
what's wrong
at
with
4
the
a.m.
cyclists?
to cycle.
Dude, cycling's a vice, bro.
Why?
Come on,
Have you
they
seen
are-
them?
They are rats on wheels.
They are rats on wheels.
Okay, cool. What?
cycling, you go on the road, you cycle on the road. You fight with the cars.
Yeah.
You don't go on the pedestrian walkway and then you hunt down the kids, you ring your bell at the auntie with the wheelchair. Like, who do you think you are, bro? God damn,
Then
bro.
you cycle on the road, you also don't want to pay road tax, you don't want to follow the traffic light, then you zoom here and there, then the car must avoid you. Wow.
Yeah, we feel very strongly about that.
And they're the only ones that can go pedestrian, right? And then
Yeah,
suddenly
and then
come
suddenly-
join
Yes.
the road.
Wait, yeah, best of both worlds.
The
like, what
only
is it?
people who should be on bicycles are Grab food riders and Food Panda riders. That one I give you.
He hates Deliveroo. But
No.
But what
is
if
a
I
bad
want to go to the MRT and cycle cannot?
Cycle on a cycle path,
You cycle
Yes.
on a cycle.
then I accept. But you get on the pedestrian walkway,
But then
you
sometimes I
ring,
go on
ring,
the
ring, ring.
bridge.
You don't ring. You wait. I'm walking, I'm the king of the pedestrian pathway.
No, but what if I warning them from far, like I'm coming because they are
I don't care.
too...
I'm not letting you, I'm not moving out of my way to let a
But
cyclist
what
overtake
if
me.
they come into my bicycle zone? Then
Okay,
I have
that
to,
one is their
I have
mistake.
to,
Correct,
like,
I agree with
ting,
you.
Hello.
My take is literally only about the single pedestrian pathway.
Yeah.
A pedestrian is the king of that area. There is
True,
like
true.
no cyclist should force me to walk on the mud and the grass, right, to let you zoom past me.
You ride on the
Lance
ground.
Armstrong, Ching
Yeah.
Chong, Lance
Right,
Armstrong.
right.
You go where you want. Don't ring your bell.
Tour de France at Hougang.
Yeah. Don't. Nah, I can't. I get very worked up with the
Yeah.
bicycle. Sorry.
No. There's okay.
Come
There's
on.
tiers to this. The first acceptable tier are the food delivery riders. the second tier is the people who are commuting. I think that's borderline acceptable
The
case.
migrant
Okay.
workers especially.
Yeah,
they use
exactly.
this a
Yeah,
lot.
because they need this is the best form of
They
transport.
always hide the
yeah.
bicycle in the construction work zone. Then I cannot find on my app.
That one is your problem.
Because I see got bicycle, then I walk.
And sure, I mean public transport is expensive if you're not earning like a
yes.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the recreational dogs, that one. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the pack of
That means
right
those
in the
who
morning,
are
right,
like-
at the traffic light, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
And
That-
then,
that
and then you'll give you a dirty look, right? When you
Yeah.
when you dare to like.
the thinner
get
your
me.
wheel,
Wow.
the worse of a person you are.
That's true.
The tighter the
That's
clothes.
true.
Yes, the
true.
tighter your clothes and the thinner your wheel, the
That's
more
true.
entitled you are
That's
to the
true.
road.
There was a guy we saw once. We were in a car. We were just driving on the highway. This guy went on the flyover. It was storming.
Okay.
This guy in the clothes so tight that I could see things I should not be able to see.
Yeah, why are men allowed to wear that?
I don't know.
Lycra,
It should
yeah.
be a crime.
Yeah.
It's basically one step away from public nudity.
Do y'all feel violated when those men in their bicycle outfits, right? Their whole bulge is just
How
it's
do
like
you
you
feel about
vacuum
those?
seal like a piece of chicken, right?
it's
It's
fine,
like-
it's fine.
it's that
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah.
I'm more distracted by the glasses.
The guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
why
need
cycling
that.
glasses must like that? As in, you know what I mean? Like, why cannot just...
Aerodynamic.
Wait, is that aerodynamics
No,
involved?
like, I always look at that, then I always think, why the design suddenly must like it helps the wind or
I just want to
what?
be clear. I don't hate you, and
Huh?
any cyclist just like that. I just
Okay.
the ones who get on the pedestrian walkways,
Yeah.
pavements, as small ones, and then
So
they ring the bell.
actually, all this comes down to the government who didn't build more roads for the bicycle. So like I feel like if you build a bicycle road that is like not a linear park or like connects more people, there will be a lot more like forgiveness with the
Right.
because now bicycles don't really that walkway
Yeah.
you are screwing up whoever's walking there.
Yeah.
On the road the cars will avoid you.
Yeah.
So there's no real place for you to actually cycle except a linear park.
Yeah.
And those recreational fellas, they don't want to use the freaking linear park for some reason, as if some disease lava path or something.
No, and so now like the government is trying to retrospectively like add all these bicycle lanes, right? But it is a little bit clumsy. I think like the ones in like the CBD near the SMU ones. Oh, it feels like it's so strange to like trying to figure out as a driver like where I can turn out and where I can turn out.
But that's better than not having one. I don't know, man.
Sure.
Instead of
Yeah,
building
they
on the
should
road,
have
they
pre-planned.
built it through Funan. Like that's like really the least of our concerns.
The funniest part is I've never seen even one person
Yeah.
ride a bike.
No,
through
because
Funan.
even there got timing.
Oh, is it?
You can't even go through Funan at certain times. So what the fuck is the point of building a bicycle lane there when you can't use it like half the day?
Can you find one day and teach me how to cycle?
contribute more to the
Don't contribute to that.
Jia, no.
Wait, but am I
Can
not
you cycle?
mistaken?
Bad habit. Don't pick up
That-
bad habit.
Yeah.
But
Am I not
can you-
mistaken that you
Fines.
had a bicycle and was stolen?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, maybe that's
I
why
did-
I hate
I
cyclists.
did cycle to the linear parks to work to the bus stop.
Okay.
So I had 15 minutes walk from my house. No, 20 actually. So to get there, I had to cycle there in the morning. But then now the bike is stolen, so I don't even cycle anymore.
Just get Hello Ride.
But then
That
why the
doesn't
bicycle
work.
is
I have
kept
to
inside
walk
some
to the
dorm that
bike.
you can't get to?
No, but Hello Ride, right? Every like 1 week they will update.
Update what?
Update what?
So
Yeah.
last time I cycle all the time, then I will park all the bicycles near my house and I think, yes, I collect 8, right? Suddenly the next day they collect all and put back. They restart again.
Collect
Yeah,
it, so you are the problem.
You are the problem.
No, so you
I'm a
shouldn't.
user.
You shouldn't put them all together at the same place. You should scatter them around different parts of your.
No,
your
but
area.
helping all the people in my block, right, to have a halo right in the morning. Because in the morning, right, at least 5 will be gone already.
Yeah,
it's
so
like,
maybe eight people too.
The frustration of cyclists in Singapore is kind of a big deal. There's a lot of anger and hatred towards this. And so
Yeah,
there have
fair
been
enough.
several
Yes.
Reddit posts that have popped up to try to kind of address this. And
Yeah.
one of these comments here, right, brought up some interesting points. Cyclists are anonymous. So when vehicles are, when
Yeah.
videos are posted about them, all this kind of stuff for breaking rules and all that, most of them end up kind of getting away scot-free.
Yeah.
And so this makes us a little bit more unhappy because where's the justice?
Yeah.
So what about license plates?
You must go to Bukit Batok Bicycle Centre to get your bicycle license if you want to cycle recreationally.
Like register it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's actually not unfounded because, right, like last time when I used to have like a scooter, last time when it was legal, right?
Yeah.
That kind.
That's what you needed. That's what you
Yeah,
needed
you
to
need
do.
to register the scooter.
You had to
Yeah.
register the scooter. You had to go and get it. You had to get a number plate, and
Yeah.
it only had to be printed from like 10 providers because they have like a certain font or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you have a digital certificate. I think that's a fair thing to do.
Right.
I think accountability for cyclists is great.
Yeah.
Right now, there is none. There's no oversight, there's no accountability.
Yeah.
They do whatever they want. And again, I don't have a problem with people who cycle. I know
have.
health reasons. Yes, easy transport. And especially food delivery, especially. It's all
Yeah.
fine and very important aspects of society. But please stop ringing your bell at the old lady who's walking really slowly.
This really
like,
gets you.
it really grates me so much, man.
So, right,
Yeah.
cycling on footpaths in Singapore is actually allowed,
Yeah.
but only up to 10 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it's so
when I
hard
hear
to
the
like,
Manyao
judge.
and I have the Doppler effect, right? I know it's more than 10.
Yeah.
Okay. The Manyao Doppler effect that I get, right? Is 10 is a joke. 10 is a suggestion.
Yeah. Okay. One of the other frustrations that's brought up here is that whenever, like, let's say you get into an accident, like a car and a cyclist,
Yeah.
most of the time, the car,
cyclist's fault.
the driver will be punished
Yeah.
regardless of circumstance.
Yeah.
So I think this ties back to, okay, let's get them licensed. Let's make them accountable.
Yeah.
Let's make this a bit more fair. Then I think all parties will take a bit more responsibility because
Yeah.
they like what Alistair was talking about. Right? Let's change the policies. Let's create restrictions and let's
Yeah.
create more. Let's get them off the roads and all that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, like, if vehicles make the same number of mistakes and do all these things like don't
Yeah.
signal, change all that kind of thing, nobody goes and says the same thing.
Yeah.
So it is still a mode of transport. I think it is still something that we need to be able to integrate properly. But how we do it and the way we react to it can be different if we introduce like things like this.
I never thought you'd be the voice of reason. on
I
the show.
think the
I'm trying
the
to
very
figure it out also
least is that they need to follow the road rules. Like if you're gonna cycle on the road, which you should be, right? If you're doing recreational cycling over long distances, you have to follow the road rules.
Yeah.
Like you can't be discretional
Discretionary red light is ridiculous.
discretional red light, like turning, like cycling across the pedestrian
Yeah.
is so dangerous because it's easy to judge when someone stops at the walkway and the pedestrian crossing. But like if you're not gonna push your bike and you're gonna zoom across, it's very hard for the car to judge whether how fast you're gonna be also.
Yeah. I mean, the best trait a road user can have is being predictable. But these guys
Yeah.
just do crazy, like they're just
Yeah.
like, oh, I feel like it, so I'm gonna cut over the divider, over the pedestrian waiting area
Yeah.
to dive into the right side lane. Like
Right.
it's so dangerous to you, and then you're gonna cause the driver to create an accident, and then he's gonna be at fault because
Right.
the cyclist is a paragon of virtue who cannot be blamed. Or
What if it's a PMD?
don't even get me. How long you got?
My house, right? There's
Wow.
okay. I understand if you need the PMD.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, some
sure.
people you really need the PMD. There's a like PMD club
Yeah.
near my
Yes.
house
Yeah.
where they ride in groups of 10
Yeah.
with lights.
Yeah.
And once they enter the walkway, right, there's no go passing. Like if I'm cycling,
Yeah, yeah.
like, okay.
You imagine a pedestrian. How are you gonna get past this?
Yeah.
You tell me.
No, but pedestrian because you
Parkour.
walk slow, right? You walk slow, right? So if you let them pass, okay lah. You
I
walk.
am not slowing myself down to let this Sheng Siong Hells Angels Club zoom past me with his like there's zero reason he needs to be on one of these PMDs, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like as far as like the conversation goes about invisible disabilities, I have a slip disc. I know what these are. And I'm telling you, these guys, the zooming and the absolute zooming these guys get up to, and then they get off and they walk around like they're completely fine, by the way. And they're giving such a bad like rep to motorized wheelchair users.
They're using the actual wheelchair PMDs to
Yes.
And they have the
around.
decal, by the way, the handicap decal on the back. And I'm
Right.
like, bro, I saw you playing street soccer the other day. There is no shot in
But
hell that you need
They're
that.
going on a night ride. Like it was like 10 p.m.
So cute.
I was just going home.
That's crazy.
And then they just...
Yeah, it's like a car
I was like,
owners
what's
association, but it's PMD.
That's even worse.
Yeah,
Because if it's a bicycle
Yeah.
ride, they only take like, okay, half the
Yeah.
walkway, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Which is why it was a bad thing that they banned the scooter PMD. Because actually that is the most efficient way with the slimmest profile.
very lean.
Yeah.
Now it's like 4 times the space.
And now you're
like
also slower, so you take up more time on the freaking road.
Yeah, and people who
But
need to
the same
deliver to my
applies
house can
if
run,
you
right?
are recreationally.
Let's say you cook. There's no way you said that. There's no way you
No,
said
but I've seen
that.
it before. There's some that run.
Sure. I've
I've
walker deliveries
Yeah.
before, sure.
No, but the same applies. If you're a recreational PMD rider, so you are just as a nuisance as a cyclist.
Bro,
Wait, you shouldn't be a PMD
Bro,
rider.
PMD stands for mobility device. Like
No,
yeah,
the scooter is also considered PMD.
but you shouldn't be recreational. Is our point.
You know, back in the day, right, that used to be like a car club thing. Now I
Sure.
think less. But
Inflation.
last time, right, like
I told you, Gen Zs are
everybody
poor.
will gather together and they will do like cruising.
Yeah.
So they will spend like a couple hours just driving around Singapore with their cars and then they will go and park somewhere nice and then take some pictures, hang out, and then like those were their community spaces. But today is
No, it's exactly.
No,
You
but
kinda-
I can see why it's fun. I think if I'm in the
Yeah.
club, right, maybe to me it's
Sure,
fun.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you ride together as a group, go Yishun them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
chill,
rollerblading or
chair.
cycling, just
Yeah.
that what more comfortable because you
Yeah.
just
we
literally
cannot
just
afford cars, guys. That's
Yeah,
the real problem
inflation.
here.
So the real problem is inflation.
Gen Zs too poor, millennials, some of us only barely scraping the what's left of the boomer money.
Yeah. Well, the trickle down economics
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah.
We're too old.
Like the cabs being pricier, the drinks being pricier, the club entry being pricier, but the wages not rising in tandem.
then you still buy Pokemon card.
Excuse me?
That's the only thing that will appreciate among
Everything we've talked about.
among
go
taxi ride. You think my taxi ride
No,
gonna
but going to
appreciate?
club ride is a memory that you keep.
I don't need it. I don't
I
need
have
the
plenty
memory.
of memories out like without the club
Yeah,
being,
sure.
yeah.
Or we go cycling club.
No, I just go there to teach me how to
Just
cycle.
Once you go to Raja and Alita's
By the way,
house.
can I also say this Bukit Batok bicycling guy? No. Okay? I live in Bukit Batok. I don't want the BBBC to open up, okay? The BBDC already, I got to deal with like learner drivers. Don't bring the Bukit Batok bicycle center there. Get out the
You know
herd
what
real
will
fast.
actually fix this problem?
Okay.
We need to go undercover. We need to infiltrate them. We need to dress the way they
False
do.
flag.
Buy lycras.
Oh.
And then we go and ram our bicycle into like other people's car, go and like do the craziest shit until right
They
like,
learn their lesson.
cyclists are unstoppable.
Yeah.
We need to ban them.
This is a textbook false flag operation.
Okay.
So we don their uniforms, we take their weapons, bicycles, and then we commit the most heinous crimes known to man.
Yeah.
Ringing the bell on the footpath.
It'll be so funny that in the
Yeah.
process, right, we actually enjoy cycling and we see the line. We go, oh, I get it now. And then we are the nuisance.
I get it. Oh, so many
The
calories.
undercover agent gone wrong.
I've never seen Singapore this way.
I feel so good ringing my bell, the old lady.
The old lady.
It feels
power I have in this bell.
amazing to be an asshole.
5 a.m.
Look at this next old woman.
I don't want to see y'all in the tights, please.
Trust me, I won't even zip it up. Let's go.
There's no zip.
No, it's a one piece,
Oh,
right?
one piece.
And the cushion in the ass. Ooh.
What? Okay, Alistair, what is your message to cyclists in Singapore?
Just keep it as a mode of transport. Like cycle to work, cycle to give us food. Don't wear the tights.
It's a good way to live your life as a cyclist.
Okay, if you're a cyclist and you're wearing that outfit that's a bit too tight, please.
Send your DMs to Alice. Because of my hatred of this, I refuse to learn how to cycle.
Wait.
Then you shit on people who
wait.
get cycle.
Are we still rolling? Are we still rolling? Can we please
I don't
still
shit
roll?
on people who cycle.
Who here can
I
cycle?
shit on people who are inconsiderate cyclists.
Honestly, it's
Yeah.
just damn smooth to cycle,
Yeah.
but it's boring, huh? Like after a while, right, you connect, even though you go all the way to MBS already, right? Like that's about it.
Too bad, bro. You still got exercise in.
No, this is what I think, right?
You think I run on the treadmill the scenery very good, man?